But, yeah, Con, we give our diligence to make our calling and election sure, because we don't know who's who, but our hope is to be of that number, man. But the elect, no matter what they do, where they are, or what happens, they, their path is already sealed to victory, man. So it's impossible for the elect to take heed to these, and be deceived, by these, by seducing doctrines. You got Jake saying that the MOTB is sin. You got actual Jake believing it, man. You got actual Jake believing that, that dumbass shit, man. Like the Bishop Nate, I remember that, a couple months back with that, he was, he asked a question to his congregation, what is the MOTB? And someone in the congregation said, sin, and he was like, okay, I thought you was gonna say, a C hip, which, what do you mean, man? The MOTB is the C hip though, but see, this won't come out to, the true intentions of these, of certain guys, man, because what the fuck, man, it makes all the sense in the world, how the C hip is the MOTB. But you got guys denying it though. And let's just say, okay, for your opinion, you truly honestly don't believe that, it's the MOTB, just generally. Okay, but so how come so what makes it right, for you to just like to not, come up against, on what Esau's planning, man. Pertaining, this C hit, man. Because see, he's gonna bring this no matter what, man. Esau is still planning to bring this, man. And none of these guys are talking against it. It's almost like, they're getting ready to take it, man. Because they ain't going into no information about it. They ain't talking about it. They ain't bringing out how, the economic wise, how everything's getting to lead towards it. Because everything is leading towards this device, man. Why? Because it's according to prophecy, man. How the fuck can you not, bro, how the fuck can you get around this, man? Bro, this is the truth, man. This is coming, man. Whether you believe it or not, man. Your opinions or not, man. And it's not like that we, deceiving you and not bringing out information, man. The elders and the apostles have been bringing out this information for decades, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shemi Al-Shad, man. Elder bishops and, brothers worldwide, man, for decades, man. There's no excuse, man. What the fuck? Like, bro, there's no fucking excuse, man. Doesn't make any sense, man. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. You know what I'm saying? But we see, it's like I said, man, it's getting ready to come out how certain guys are bought and paid for, man. Are bought and paid for, and they're being, they're deceiving the people, man. They're speaking lies. This is 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 2. Speaking lies in hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron. I'm gonna get Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel chapter 13, verse 1. And the word of the Lord Yahweh by Shemi Al-Shad came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel, that prophesy and say, God unto them, that prophesy out of their own hearts. Hear ye the word of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai. Thus said the Lord Yahweh. Woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit and have seen nothing. O Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the deserts. Ye have not gone up into the... Yeah, man. These guys ain't seen nothing, man. Just winging it. You know, they might have got kicked out, you know, and they started to do their own thing, and they, you know, and they gained a little following, and now they just, trying to flex it upon the teachers, which taught them, and now you see them just straight up coming out against the teachers that taught them, man. Talking shit and pride, And, man, it is what it is, man. But once again, this all according to prophecy, man. It's all according to prophecy at the end of the day, man. It was prophesied that certain guys are gonna do this, man. It's all part of the movie. But reading on, verse 4. O Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the deserts. Yeah, man. Meaning slick. A fox is a slick and sly animal. A fox is like a cunning spirit, man. It's patient and and slick as fuck. But you see, that's just like these prophets, man. These false leaders out here, man. Because see, they got wicked intentions, man, to deceive you for monetary gain, man. And these guys are making money, man. They make man. Like IOIC, if you want to join their congregation, you gotta drop your social. You gotta like what the fuck, run your credit score. They scamming, man. They really, fucking, they're really, making this truth merchandise, profiting off the people, man. Like an average regular church, man. Like the average church. That's why, they gotta, establish their, their whole brand under, a 501c3 charter, man. Meaning, you're embedded with the government. This truth, is, embedded with the government. You want to establish, your teaching, your school and shit, church, whatever. It's gotta be, under a 501c3 charter. To where you can only teach, certain things, or what Esau wants, to be taught, man. Like, if it were to happen, some type of, false flag event, and Esau, he wants the majority of the communities, to comply to his, his order, or what he said, to take heed to. What does he do? He goes to the churches of the communities, because that's where Jake really be at, man. In the churches and shit. That's mainly like, the so-called heart, of, the heart of the, the so-called blacks, Latinos communities, man. Because, everybody grew up in the church at some point in their lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, right? If Esau was like, everybody, has to report and take the MOTB, Esau would just, go to these churches, and tell these leaders, the pastors, whatever, to tell their congregation, to submit to the higher powers. I believe it's in Romans, it's easy, man. Because Jake is, simple and stupid. They already, brainlessly, like zombies, go to these churches every Sunday anyways and shit. And not just regular church, these other Israelite camps that are embedded with the 501c3 charter under Esau, you know, like wherever they be at, man. That's all it takes, man. And boom, Jake is gonna, follow suit, man. Going back to the main point, how these prophets are like the foxes in the deserts, man. These foxes it's like these prophets are like the foxes in the deserts. They slick, they sly as fuck, man. They know what they're doing purposely, man. They're doing it, and they're hirelings, man. John 10. See, the Lord has set forth upright teachers, man. Not charging you nothing, man. Like literally, we out here in the street, man. In the streets. We out here in the streets, just raw and uncut with the Bibles in our hand, man. Breaking down unto you upright knowledge, man. Giving unto you knowledge, understanding, man. Truth. No gimmicks, no bullshit, nothing, man. Just straight up, 100% truth, man. We ain't telling you to buy no subscriptions. We ain't telling you to do this. We ain't telling you to do that. Just giving you this truth, man. And then this warning on what you could do to, Lord willing, be saved. What you should do, Lord willing, be saved and delivered from what's coming, man. You know what I'm saying? But try to get this precept. This is Isaiah chapter 30. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner any more, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way, walk ye in it when you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left. How about sitting outside throughout, in these last days, has established teachers and prophets, true prophets, and giving them, his secret and his truth to bring out, into the ears of his people. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15. Verse 1, behold, speak down the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I'll put in thy mouth, said the Lord, and cause them to be in the paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. See, no matter what, man, these prophecies are gonna come to pass no matter what. All the prophets are here to do is to give you the warning. Either you take heed or either you don't. At the end of the day, your blood is off our hands, man. Really move to the fear of Yahweh Shem outside to come out here and tell you this thing. Come out here, in any occasion, in any weather. We still prophesying, man. because of the fear of Yahweh. Because see, we know it's coming in the future, right? You know? Jay gonna be like, you know, how long you gotta keep doing this? Well, until the cities be wasted, until the houses be without inhabitant. You know, I thought I'd get that, man. This is Isaiah. Cause we ain't just out here, you know, for our own, you know, like a fad, man. They think we just out here, just you know, on our own will and shit. No, man. It's like, you know, just, bear with me. Isaiah 6. Isaiah 6, verse 11. Then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted, without inhabitants, and the houses without men, and the land be utterly desolate, man. You know, we ain't just out here, you know, just, you know, because we just, you know, got up one day and we just want to go. No, man. We move through the fear of Yahweh outside, you know, through his commandment to come out here in the highways and byways and bid them, compel them to the, compel them to the marriage, man. Get your ass right for the bridegroom, man. You know, here, get some oil, you know what I'm saying? You know, serve you, man. Jake, Jake don't want to get right, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 6. Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 17. Verse 16. Thus said the Lord Yahweh stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way? And walk therein. And ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. You know? Every single so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, you know, is supposed to, you know, seek out the old paths. You know, what's the old paths? The ways of your forefathers, man. You know, figure out how the fuck you even got here to where the fuck you are, man. You know, to the very land that you walking on. You know, like where do you go back to? You know, where does your lineage truly goes back to? You know, like what, you know, heritage do you truly come from, man? Who are your true people, man? And then you find out who your true power is, man. What your true power is. You know? And then you start understanding how you got here. You know? How you offended, you know, how you offended against your power, which led you to where you are today. In your enemy's land. You find out who your enemy is. You find out who the fuck your enemy is, man. Which throughout all the years and centuries has always got the one up over you, man. Over you and your people for centuries, man. And your people before your people. Your people's peoples, man. Just shitting on you, man. Knowing who you are, meanwhile, they taking your identity, man.